Go. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Good morning. How you doing, Silent? I did not catch the stream last night. How was the live event? I was looking onto the leak stuff, and I was like, oh my goodness. I'm really disappointed that I didn't go to check it out. I think I was just way too tired. I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to see it yet. Oops. Excuse me. What I should probably do is I should probably watch it right now as I'm working on this. Tried to catch up on my dailies because I woke up about an hour and a half ago. So let me go and pull that up and go and see what's going on. Let's see. Pull this to the side. I did get a peek of that summer Roppy skin, and it's definitely bugging me how good it looks. Let me turn this down. Looks really cute though. Like I was looking at all the summer things that we're going to be getting. It's like really cool. Very, very. Alright, I'm watching it right now. Same, I saw the fallout. Alright, so first thing I'm noticing right now is the summer special giveaway. And having to share the initial post on a social media. Oh man, I'm hoping that they'll eventually move to Bluesky because I'm kind of done with Twitter. I don't really want to use that anymore. Might make a real quick sketch and then post it, and hopefully that'll give me some kudos to get some of this goodie stuff. Although I can't tell what most of these are because they're like very small. Yes, absolutely. Give it about a couple of seconds and it should be able to turn down the volume. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Okay, cool. I just turned on the stream, right, or turned on the live event right now, and like one of the first things that I'm noticing are like the theming of the event. They're like on a cruise ship that I guess is going to be haunted, so that's going to be like one of the first things that's going to be on the event, which is cool. It's nifty, it's cute. But I'm hoping that if I make that shared post about the live event on the social media, I'm hoping that the Bluesky will be accepted too. Although I'm sure they're going to get a lot of stuff on Twitter. Except I don't use Twitter, so that will be tough. Super tough. Uh-oh. Let's try the other lasso. There we go. Okay. Did the summer event give you any ideas of what to draw? Any new project ideas? Because it certainly gave me a few, and I'm like, oh no. What do the kids say? I'm cooked. That, what is it, that summer Roppy skin. She didn't need a new one, but I guess we're gonna get a new one. God damn, dude. Crazy. And you know what's funny? I just got the, last year's, was it last year or I think it was 2 years ago. No, I think it was last year's, summer Roppy skin statue. And it's like, no, please don't make another statue. I just got this one. Next thing on my list is, what is it, Helm's summer skin statue. And that's like at a quarter scale. It's like, oh my god, that's way too big. It looks nice, don't get me wrong. I love it. But holy cow. I hope this front lighting is reading okay. Go ahead and use this. Calm some of this down. I was thinking about doing a 3D model of the new Roppy skin. Please, dude, if you do, please. Let me know when you do. Let me know if you showcase it. Dude, let me know if you need a rotation. I'll do what is it, a 3-pose rotation for you if you need. Do you use Blender, or do you use ZBrush, or do you use Maya? What do you use to make your 3D models? Blender? Right on. Cool, cool, cool. I'm just getting trained right now on ZBrush, and it is a abysmal in terms of like using the UI. I hate it so much. I am not a 3D artist in the slightest. But Blender looks nice. Blender looks pretty. Blender looks really nice. Soften these edges up just a little bit. ZBrush is a software given to us by gods or aliens. I'd probably say aliens. Although I do kind of like modeling a little bit, but mainly because it's for hard surface objects, or it's better for hard surface objects. But yeah, let me know if you need like a rotation, or if you need any like reference sheets done for like 3D models. I've been meaning to do some for a couple of my original characters. What was his name? Ifum wanted to get a 3D, not a 3D character, but like a rotation of the character. I hope I still have them. I don't think so. Let me see. Let me go to my files real quick. 2025. Roppy comic. Technically, would be part of the Roppy comic character sheet. I think this is it. There we go. So this is one of the characters that's in what is it? My fan comic, and he wanted like a 3D rotation, or at least a 3 pose rotation of the character. I think so that he could do like a summer skin for that character. I'm like, yeah, go for it, do it. Yeah. So I'll probably do a couple more for the other characters, and I probably should do them just as a practice, because I hate drawing characters from too many different angles because I lose that consistency, and so this is a really good practice for keeping tabs. And what I should probably do is also check my layers. Move you up there because you're not important. You're the head, so we don't need you anymore. What is this? That's the back view. Back. Front. There we go. And side. Profile. There we go. And what are you? Grapefruit. You should be the rough. I should probably line these and clean these up. Maybe I'll do that next. Pose. Oh, and then these were the roughs. Put you guys down here. There you go. Put you guys in a group. Roughs. There you go. These are cleans. There we go. And I guess you should also go into the cleans. That's a little tangerine. Sorry, grapefruit. Move my little grapefruit. Control Shift J. There we go. Move you up here. There we go. Cool. Nothing feels good. Nothing feels better than a little organization. Hit save. There we go. Now I can move back over here. Sorry, let me double check on the thing. It's capable of unthinkable but impossible to understand. Holy fuck, it's working with that many polygons. Crazy, I know. Just try UVing from, what is it, from ZBrush. ZBrush is magic, truly. Thanks, but I can't ask you for something when I'm not even sure if I even do it. That's true, but I'm just offering my services, so if you ever need any help, you know, don't hesitate to ask. Time is a thing. That's a nice turn, though. Thank you, I appreciate it. I should be doing more turnarounds. That is a given. Extend all the way over. Hotspot's going to be right here. And then we'll go ahead and use the soft brush, soften up these edges. Right there, and especially right there. What's going on? Who's messaging me? Because there are bills to pay. Bills. Sure. JK, JK. I still gotta make noise material. I'm sorry I couldn't find any. At the expo. Yeah. Looked over like everywhere in the artist alley and there was no noise material. There was no volume material. And it's like, damn, that sucks. Like I said, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine in the slightest. Heresy. Anyway, Dingle Hanger, what's going on, man? How you doing? How is your day going? My day is just starting. I got up at maybe about an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm just hopping on right now. How are you? How's your day going? Just finishing up this piece, hopefully, and then now because the summer event had just been announced and so much artwork has been released, now I know what I'm going to be working on next. Sorry, summer event for Nikke. Probably should have clarified. Can't assume that everybody knows what this game is. These are not that shiny, so we're gonna use a different brush, kind of soften this up. There we go. Soften everything up just a little bit. There we go. Right on, right on. What'd you just start? Tighten this up a little bit, and then we'll start just like pulling it back. Strongest Exorcist, only 4 episodes. It's been decent. Right on, dude. Right on. I've never heard of that. But quite frankly, it's been a while since I've watched anything new, so I will have to check that out. While I was working, or while at the con, friend of mine started getting me into, what was it? Solo leveling. Like, I think I remember reading that as a webcomic first, and then I discovered that it was going to be an anime. But I don't know. I kind of dropped off. I think after the first few chapters. And so after I watched it for a bit, I was like, oh shoot, this is actually pretty good. So now I got to go back and watch it. But that does sound interesting. Let's see, just want to double check. Highlight. Flash. There we go. Let's bring in some highlights on the skirt right here. Can you guys still hear the music? I turned it down because it was interfering with my audio volume, or my mic volume. I'll make some couple adjustments. Just want to make sure it's not too quiet, that's all. Plus, I have some background noise, and I just want to make sure that's not getting picked up. What kind of vibes is Strongest Exorcist? Is it, well, I'm assuming supernatural, but is it like a shonen fighting style? Is it detective, mystery sort of vibe? Is it horror vibe? Like Uzumaki? Is it kind of fan servicey, like what was it? What was that show? Like Seven Deadly Sins or like Fire Force? I had high hopes for Fire Force, but I didn't realize it was going to be so heavily fan servicey. And not that I'm against fan service, it's just that if it's too distracting, it kind of takes me out a little bit. Silent Soul, you have a great night. Thank you very much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll catch you next time. Let me know when you get started on that Rappi statue, or that Rappi figure. Put a filter on this. Posterize, invert threshold, gradient map. No, not really. Fantasy, I haven't seen much fan service yet. It's pretty much about this dude who... let's see... Thank you. Pretty much about this dude who became the most powerful exorcist, then got betrayed and killed, sent to a new world, second chance, stay in the shadows so he doesn't die again. Interesting, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna copy and paste this real quick. Copy. Let's search. Paste. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this kid looks young. Okay. Reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in the world. Is it a little power trippy or a little power creepy? Where it's like the character is like very overpowered? Or is there a little bit of training that's involved? Interesting, interesting. Large thumbnails are already large thumbnails. Another copy pasta, power fantasy. Main character is just teaching his friends. Okay, all right. Sometimes it is hard to kind of get into these power fantasy animes, only because yeah, it's copy pasta. But as long as there's a good story involved, it's like all right, let's give it a chance. Let's see what's going on. I love myself. I love myself a basic power fantasy. Not gonna lie. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like if there's like a nice twist in it, it's like, yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's see what's going on. But if it's like cut dry, we already know what's going to happen, and especially if there's like a harem involved in like the story, it's like, I'll wait for the next one. Almost like a bus. I'll just wait for the next bus. That's cool. A dozen animes that are the exact same. Dude, if it floats your boat and if you dig the vibe, then you know no one has any right to tell you be like, watch something else. If it's like, you know, put in the background or like feel good stuff or like, you know, comfortable vibes or comfortable watching for you, dude, watch it. Absolutely. Like the world building, if it's good world building, then I'm hooked. Good point. Very good point. If it's good world building, you got a good point. Nobody can knock good world building. I especially love good, what do you call it? Good, good mechanic. Good magic mechanic. Like if there's a good system for your magic, hell yeah, that's fun. As a forever DM, I'm constantly looking for ways to make the magic system just a little bit more interesting. Let's go ahead and tighten this up. Okay. Now we go in the opposite direction. So we have our highlight. We extend this out. So we have our occlusive shadow. We have our flush. There we go. And then we have our highlights. Although I might tap into like some harder highlights. It's so far hard to find a unique magic system. I think Hunter x Hunter is Full Metal and Full Metal Alchemist have some of the best magic systems I've ever seen. I completely agree. It's been a while since I've seen Hunter x Hunter, so I definitely need to like watch it again. I don't remember jack. I don't remember much about it. I wish I did, though. We'll do some highlights up here as well. assuming that the ribbon is just a little shiny, I'm going to tighten up this highlight a little bit. And do the same thing right here. Very smudgy. There we go. Are so impressive. How long did you working on the one right now? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This one is probably about 2 hours, 3 hours for 3 days. So about 9 hours probably. Like 8 or 9 hours working on this one. But I like to break things down into, you know, kind of simple ideas. The coloring probably takes the most time since I mainly work as like a line artist or like a pencil artist. Coloring is still something I'm trying to get quicker at, but I don't like to work with too many layers, and a lot of it's just like prepping layers. Sorry, I'm getting into like explanation or teacher mode a little bit. So if I turn all these off, right, they're mainly just flats right now. And all of that comes from line art right there. And then underneath that line art, I have my pencil sketch. Where are you? Turn you off for a second. Pencil sketch right there. And then I have like a really loose, rough sketch. So like most of my stuff is like very quick, very, very, how do I say, like super gestural and super motion enriched, right? And I just kind of have to figure that out, figure out like, okay, what's this pose doing, right? Like what kind of shapes do I want? And then I start to build up into it to get a little bit of a quicker shot. What does take a little bit of time is like the perspective. So like anything that requires a lot of like foreshortening, like the gun right here, kind of had to figure out like, okay, well, you know, the vanishing point's going to be right here somewhere because I want it to be pointed towards, not towards the camera, but like, you know, kind of off to the camera. And then I'll go ahead and like add some line to it, kind of clean it up. And I'm still trying to get a hang of the manga style lining. I want to do more manga style artwork. You'll notice that on the stream right now, there's like a comic piece cover to the lower right hand side. I'm working on a fan comic right now for Nikke, the gacha game. I would really appreciate if you could give it a look, as well as a follow, if I may plug myself for a minute, at Sir Grapefruit on Bluesky. That's where I have the comic right now. And I'm really trying to get like this manga style down with like the half tone and the motion enriched lines, but it's tough. I don't know how manga artists like nail down that you know, really line heavy style. It's crazy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me plug myself. What is it? And advertising my work to you. I used to do a lot of storyboards, and I used to do a lot of like comic book, like Western comic book style. So this is like my reintroduction into trying to draw in a more anime enriched style. So, but thank you very much for the compliments. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go and turn these off for a second. Bring back our flats. Bring back our scattering or our flush. Occlusive shadows. Highlights. And then I'm going to go ahead and now what I'd like to do is do the highlights or the shadows, deep shadows, just to kind of bridge everything together. So we're going to right click, create clipping mask. Actually, you know what? Let's do I want to do a warm kind of color. So we're going to take this out, adjustment layer. We're going to do filter, photo filter. There we go. Let's do cooling. There we go. Maybe violet. Yeah, violet seems to work a little bit more. Reverse luminosity. let's do this first. Let's go ahead and apply. Well, I guess I can do my own filter. It can be difficult, don't get me wrong. Art is something that you got to build up to. People are like me are so impressive. So impressive to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I missed that. Sorry. It's just something you got to work on. It's something that we just got to build upon for a while, like a long while. Oof. Let's do solid color. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's the highlights in the... That's the highlights in the glasses. We're going to do violet. There we go. We'll turn that on. And I kind of like the screen looks really cool. Lighting looks really cool. Overlay. I want to do multiply. And then we'll go ahead and do a clipping mask on top of that. And then what we'll do is start to kind of push some of this out. So let's grab a nice airbrush. I want to kind of lighten her up just a little bit. There we go. But you know what? I might not need too much of those shadows. Kind of softly bring it back. So now I'm just using my mouse to kind of like hone in on some of these areas for shadows, because I don't need too much, just need enough. Thank you, I appreciate it. I would have put it on Twitter, but Twitter got a little bit too toxic, got a little bit too rough for me, and I just had to exit out of there. It's a madhouse. It's a circus there, and I'm really sorry if I made you download the app. I really appreciate it though. I just right now, what is it? Bluesky is the thing I'm probably going to be using for a while. Oh boy. But thank you so much. A couple months ago, myself getting too bad. Yeah, dude, it was just getting way too rough for me. Let me looky-loo. Q Shrimp, thank you so much. I'm pretty sure eventually you'll change the name. But thank you so much. Yeah, dude, it got too bad. You know, if it was racist, if it was sexist, if it was misogynistic, or if it was... Dude, it was just way too toxic, and I couldn't handle it. And I was like, nope, delete. Cute Shrimp is my favorite account. It was my Fortnite account, and that's why I made it. Oh, cool. Awesome. Sounds good. I did not know that was a thing. I live under a rock, so I don't know what Cute Shrimp is, but I don't know anything about Fortnite. So sorry if I don't understand a few things. Pull this in. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab a harder brush for that. Almost done with this piece. So almost done with this piece. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. That's real sweet. almost want to change this color. I feel like it's way too harsh. Or it's not, it's too colorful maybe. As much as I love the blue, I don't think I could do that. Let's hit cancel. The orange I feel like is good enough. And that's the color. I could probably change this too to maybe something else. No, that's not looking good. The blue, maybe? Just cancel that. No, I feel like that's fine. Crack out Monster Garden on YouTube. He's making his own fantasy world. Oh my gosh. I remember watching his video on dwarves and how, like, the dwarves, they're not like machines or anything. They're not like, they're kind of like insectoid, but yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. His dwarf video is really cool, and then I saw his progress of like the tank that kind of walks like a crab a little bit. I think that's the guy you're talking about. But I saw his videos and I was like, oh dude, yes, this is so cool. This is kind of gnarly, and I dig it. I love that a lot. So I know exactly who you're talking about. Very sick, very cool. I love it. I'm gonna do this. Control Shift G, or Control Alt G. There we go. We're gonna do some mad highlights. I think I might cut it there. Got hooked when I saw mages and they were so unique. Yes. Also, I think he had one for like witch hunters, and I was like, what the hell is going on? This looks so sick. He's on another level. Creature, was it Monster Garden? Completely new level. But like, that's the kind of stuff that I would love to implement into a game. I'm not terribly too much of a fan of like the pre-made modules for like the adventures. I do like making adventures myself, only because I've had too many tables, or at least I've had too many players that love to derail from like an adventure, and it's like, all right, well, I can't use this anymore. And it kind of gets me thinking about like, I could definitely like try something different or try something else. Let's do that. Do this right there. There we go. Getting pretty close. That might be much. It might be a little too much. I don't know. Excuse me. I might be putting in too much detail. Who knows? Flats, scatter, occlusive shadows, highlights, and drop shadows. And then let me see if I can put in like, excuse me, let's do solid color. Let's do like this pink sort of color. There we go. Kind of want to blend everything together. There we go. That might be too much because it's taking the blue away. If I bring it down to blue, maybe. Then her blue stays, which is nice. Some of the yellow stays, which is nice. Definitely not green, definitely not yellow or red. But blue or purple. Because I just need something to like bind everything together. This feels way too neutral. What I can also do is I can take this, we're going to control this, we're going to turn up the saturation a little bit on her, just to kind of make her look a little bit more exciting. And that should enhance a lot of the colors, because too neutral is not really going to do much. Bring this up a little bit. There we go. Now that blue is starting to pop. Let's hit OK. All right, I can compare and contrast. That looks cool. And then we'll do the fire effect for the gun. Layer, and I'm just gonna get like a big old shape. Maybe we'll put it underneath the lines just so that we can kind of see what's going on. And then on top of this, we'll do a gradient. We'll do some reds, nope, oranges. Lock this. Oops. Let's do this. We're going to do gray clipping mask. There we go. We'll do radial gradient. There we go. Let's do something else. That looks cool. I kind of like that. I want to play D&D, but 19 in deep southern Texas. A little hard to find people who want to play. For sure. For sure. It's hard to play in general because you gotta be able to coordinate with people on like a similar schedule, you know? You got to be able to find people who want to play like a similar game or want to play a consistent game. You're probably better off like finding one-shots or online games for people who are interested. And even then, making sure to find a table that works well with you is especially tough. Sometimes you're going to have players who are, very nice, they're very considerate, or you're going to have players who are just like total dicks, and that always sucks. Never fun. Let's do this. There we go. Just kind of shaping this out now. Grab like a couple of lines. Some texture lines. No, that's not going to work. Some of these lines maybe? Not really. I feel like just basic shape ought to do just fine. And then what we'll do on top of that, we'll do another shape. And we'll do like an orange, but we will set this to color dodge. Maybe some texture. That does look pretty good. No, that's a little bit too rough. Yeah. First you got to find a table, and then you got to find the vibe for the table, which is, a chore within itself. I almost want... Let's select this. We're going to go to our lines. Select that. We're going to change the color of the lines. Oh. There we go. See, now it kind of separates. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do this. Right, and let's invert the color. Yeah. Now we're thinking. Yes! Oh my god, that looks way better. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. That's something my girlfriend have talked about. We were thinking about finding some Discord server and trying to play a game. Play an ongoing game or an online game. You're more likely to find a game like that. And I know that there are some servers that like have open tables. I can't name any off the top of my head, but I feel like if you go to like a Reddit page or a subreddit for like Discord D&D or online D&D, I'm sure that you can find some servers that will be like, hey, we have some open tables, or like, hey, here's a sign up to find an open table. I think it's just because it's online, the punctualness may be a little tight. So as long as you guys can make sure to be on time, and in my opinion, just be yourself, and just be considerate to others. Let the bad apples weed themselves out. Let the bad apples make a fool of themselves, right? You guys be cool. You guys be friendly. And the point of the game is to have a good time. Nobody should have what is it called? Main character energy? No time for that. No main character energy. Everybody is there to have a good time. Everybody is there to play a solid game. Oh boy. Alright, I'm almost done with this one. And then I can finally work on another one. That looks pretty cool. Oh, what I would really love to do is... Oh, maybe I should put it behind her. She has a catchphrase that she always says, and it's always firepower, because she's a bit of a gun nut. And I don't know whether to put the firepower inside the flame or maybe behind her. yeah, it's a group game. That's something really my girlfriend noticed because we watch D&D on YouTube and some people really act like they're the main character. Avoid that at all times, for sure. Yeah. That's why I like to play supports. I love to play support characters because I don't want any. I don't want to support that main character energy. Like if I can put on like what do you call it, like a good role model kind of vibe to it, I'd rather do that. We're gonna do her color. It's gonna be like this blue right here. Or what's her actual blue? Hold on. I have her swatch. There we go. It's a little neutral, but should be fine. This away. There we go. I can grab this shape. Gonna minimize the shape. There we go. Gonna kind of pull it. Rotate it. Whoop. Rotate it that way. I kind of want to give her like the I don't play this game, but what do you call it? That Marvel Rivals sort of vibe to it, like the character screen. I feel like I would end up being one of those fireball mages. Every situation is just use magic. Dude, sometimes there is a time and place for it. I do not, what's the term? You are not alone in just wanting to fireball things. That is perfectly fine. Fireball it up, dude. Let's merge these three, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a stroke effect. Stroke, nice and big, and we're going to set it to a separate color. Let's move this out of the way. Can I turn this on? I can't. Hit OK. We'll do this, and I want this color. Stroke. I'm going to move this out of the way. Oh, this color. There we go. Hit OK. Let's lighten this up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's move that right there. And then maybe in like the background right here, I can put in firepower. That'd be pretty cool. Oh man, but why is it lining? Why is it lining like that? You know what? I feel like we can work with that. That's fine. But what I would like to do is I'm going to put all of this into a group. What are these? Oh, those are the other layers. Nope, not going to use those. These are fine. I will use that, but this, I don't think so. I feel like she's okay. I may put on a, what is it, a color filter. We'll do cooling. And we'll do like we'll like lightly put it in. That's cooling 1, that's cooling 2, cooling 2, 82, LBB, 80. Alright, cool, we'll do that. DM setting the vibe about trying to find a key to unlock the door, and I just cast Fireball. I wouldn't actually do that, though. I feel like I hate to be the rail. To derail. Again, be the support, right? And I think also, nobody's going to fault you for, like, wanting to cast Fireball. It's such a fun thing to do. What you can do, though, is if you want to be that guy who wants to cast Fireball, just let everybody know. Be like, hey, I'm a wizard who tends to get maybe a little too excited. I may or may not cast Fireball. It's sort of a trope that I have. Is that okay with you guys? Is that something that is all right? Maybe I use wild magic, or maybe I, use spells inconsistently. Is that okay if I do that? Like, just communicating with your team, communicating with your DM, and letting them know like what you'd like to do, and even compromising. Like, that is such a thing that I feel like is lost amongst a lot of players. Be kind, be considerate, and communicate. It is a team effort. There's no I in team. Let's add a layer to this. I'm going to set up a gradient. We're going to go to our basic gradient. There we go. I'm going to pull a gradient out this way. Let's move you right there. Control Alt G. There we go. And we are going to go to Filter, Pixelate, Color Halftone, Convert to Smart Object. Let's set this to 15. 45, 45, 45. Hit OK. Oh, a little bit bigger. We want a little bit bigger. 45. Better. Okay, cool. And now we set this to the color tone. Divide looks cool. Let's lower the opacity a little bit. There we go. And we can even adjust like the, oh, let's go back actually. Let's lower this down a little bit. Oh, that's better. I like that. That's kind of balanced. Just communication is so important. Good tables should have everyone having fun. Now you're thinking like a DM. There you go. Now you're thinking like a really good, like solid player. You're thinking about every DM's favorite player. And that's the truth. And once you get on like the DM's good side, they'll let you do stuff. They'll let you have or do the things that you want to do. Like, plain and simple. Can I reset this? Radial, linear, angular, reflective. Oh, let's try that. Control save. That works. I kind of like the radial better. Let's do this. Arrange 2 up vertical. Set this over here. I think I like the radial. Or the diamond looks interesting. Hit OK. Control save. Might increase this G. Tighten that up. Control save. That looks okay. That looks good. Thank you very much for the chat. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll probably be ending this pretty soon as well. I think I said I was going to be up until 2 p.m., but I do have to get ready for a couple of other things. So thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Hope you and your girlfriend also find that table. Yeah, take it easy. Hope to see you again. Oh, and then again, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.